everybody. Be back in just a moment. Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Um, I hope everyone is well. I'm going to try not to keep you all too long because I also have a meeting coming up and that I'm going to definitely need to take it. So, this video this time may not be that long this Thursday, but we all know we'll catch up. You are Life Coaching with Karen. So we are streaming over my YouTube channel, Life Coaching with Karen. That's the name. LinkedIn, my LinkedIn page, Karen Oliver, and Twitter, and my Twitter page as well. And you also want to follow. You definitely want to like and subscribe to our content and to our motivational videos, our inspirational videos, our teachings on YouTube. But thank you everyone for tuning in, and um, we also have Wisdom, the community. I have the Wisdom community streaming live, which has also been a great support to our brand and just collaborating with different ones. So I hope you all are aware today. You know, we are checking in for Therapy Thursdays. And I also released video content already on our YouTube channel, and it's the same message, and it correlates what we're going to speak here about the process. And so the word for today is it's time. It's time. And I shared a little bit about that message earlier when that video was released. And so it's important that we know that, you know, we're all in a season where, as I had explained before, when you do catch that video on YouTube, I had explained that we're in a time where things have grown, where things have expanded around us. There were things that we were hoping for and things that we were trusting and trusting God for and hoping that He would bring things back to pass. And now that He's given us a glimpse, now that He's showing us things and He's bringing in more of our promises, things are getting, things are just growing bigger, bigger, and bigger, and things are expanding. And so, what I mean about this time is, um, it's time for us to get the resources that we need. It's time for us to say, hey, I need to take my hands off of this. I need to take my hands off of that. It's time to continue to move forward. It's time to say, hey, let me get that added help that I needed, as we shared before. It is time to research of who we can trust with our brand. The key is trusting. Who can I trust with my brand? As you all are not just business, not just brand awareness, but your lifestyle um, and your everyday life. There are things that are just new in your path in this season in 2023, because we know all of 2022, you know, we labored. Even before that, there are some of us who have labored over the years, and now it is time. And there's a lot of things that's over your head, and it's getting too overwhelmed. It's getting a little bit too much for you. And so now it's like time for you to let go of some things. And I know it's very normal for us to hold things that are dear to our heart because our purpose is our baby. It's just like when we have our natural child and we birth our natural child, and when they get up to a certain age, it's time to let them fly on their own or spread out and learn their horizons in the world. It's like it's time for them to make mistakes on their own so they can learn from those mistakes. And so we've been covering our purpose for so long and holding it. We don't really want to let go, and we don't really want to get anyone else's help. We don't want anybody else's advice, or we don't want anybody to touch our purpose or to touch our baby, because it's our baby and it's close to us, and we're afraid of who we can trust. But we got to get out of the habit of being afraid. It's all about trusting yourself and trusting someone with your brains, trusting someone with your lifestyle, trusting someone with your heart, trusting someone with your all knowing and your all being. And that's where prayer comes in at. That's when getting that advice and seeking that counsel comes from. You know, seeking that third party, someone that you can trust and confide in and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm going through. I'm scared to let my baby go. But things are getting too much for your hands now. So guess what? You need some more hands to help you. You need some more hands to come in and say, hey, I see your vision. I know what you're doing. I know that you've been here from the start. You've been here from the beginning. But hey, let me help you take a load off. That's the thing. It's time. I know you don't want to let it go. I don't know what that thing is, but it's time for you to take your hands off of it and trust who is going to be. It's time for you to trust that added resource. It's time for you to trust getting the help that you need, because we can't hold but so many things, you guys. We can't do it all. We can't take it all, and we tried and tried, and that's what blocks is our mental state. That's what blocks is our mental space. That's what gets us in a chaotic whirlwind, because we're running around and trying to do everything, because you're like, I don't trust nobody, or I don't trust this and I don't trust that. What do you trust? You have to trust. If you trust yourself and you trust your purpose and you trust your brand, trust me that you're going to have a naked eye to see what's right for your business, who's right as far as your lifestyle, who's right to be in your family circle, whatever the case may be, family, business, or lifestyle. It doesn't matter what the situation is. You got to trust that you're going to have a naked eye, and you're going to have the spirit of discernment to know, wait a minute, this is right. I can trust this person. I can trust this resource. I can trust this thing. You have to let go and stop worrying, because as you keep worrying, nothing is going to get done, and everything that you have in your hands is just going to fall. And we don't want things to fall a piece that we worked hard for, and that we worked and we've labored for, that we've covered in prayer, and that we've already told God we trust Him to bring the right people. We asked God, we told God that we trust the right resources. It's time. I don't know who else I'm talking to, but it is time that we trust that, hey, I got too much in my hands, and so I'm going to need that extra help. We're in a season where things are flourishing, and I shared this in one of my video releases earlier. It's time to say, hey, it's getting too much. I've held my baby too long, and you're not letting your purpose go. You're not letting the things dear to your heart go. You're not doing that. What you are admitting to, and what you have to acknowledge is that I need the help, and you ought to be excited that, hey, I need the help to get this particular project off the ground, or I need some help to take care of the baby while I run some errands, or I need an assistant to do such and such. But that don't mean you don't have to do your own research. We know that, number one, you have to do your research. You have to study, and you want to meet with people to see if they're a right fit for your brand, to see if they're a right fit for your lifestyle, or whatever the case may be. You want to continue to do that, but you want to take the load off of you too, because as a entrepreneur, um, if you're holding too many things, something is going to fall. And like I said, you don't want that to happen. And yeah, we know that we've ran into stumbling blocks and we made mistakes or whatever because there was something that we were just trying to keep hold, and we were just trying to hold it to ourselves and like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that. But you have to pivot when you're in this journey, and you have to make changes when you're in this journey. So I encourage you all to get the added resources that you need, seek for the added resources that you need, because you're don't wait until things get too above your head to, I mean, even your resource ain't gonna know where to start at. They ain't gonna know where to start because you're gonna let things pile up so far that you won't need, nobody would know what to do. So don't wait until it gets to that point. You see that your surroundings, you see that your environment, you see that you're growing and you're expanding. You see that your purpose is expanding. You see that everything around you is growing. So get that help and get that assistance that you need. Um, I know it's very odd at first when you have someone working alongside you, or you have someone helping you and doing things for you that are, that something that's, your baby's in your hand, your brand is in your hand. You're like, oh, this is my baby, and you've got to get used to somebody else taking the lead, help you take the lead on some of that stuff, but it's going to be beneficial. And so I encourage you, even if this is for you, and hey, maybe some of you and most of you, you do have assistants, you have assistants working for you, or you have other resources that you can go to help you manage things in your life and manage things in your business. That's great. But for those that have just came into the new season where things have started expanding, those are the things that you have hoped for. Those are the things that you have prayed for, and now it's time to get on the ball and get those resources and get that added extra help that you need. And so I hope this encourages you. And you all, I do have another meeting, and this was our Thursday therapy word for today. And I will hear from you guys on next week. If there's anything or any feedback that you would like to share, please comment. But also, if you like this video, like and subscribe and share. Until then, talk soon. Bye.